Hi, everybody. Welcome to Veterans Memorial Park. We are in Bristol, Florida, and set for an elimination matchup between Holmes County and Spring Hill National. Here on Field 4, Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. A delight to have you aboard on a good-looking Monday morning. Will it stay good-looking? We don't know. We'll find out. By the way, because of the threat of some inclement weather, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow as well, there could be some alterations of the game schedule, so you're going to want to keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter to find out. J.C. Bauer starting things off for Holmes County. Bowden Bailey bats in the 2 spot. Bryant Mathis hits 3rd. Cash Nelson is the 4-hitter. Kason Evan in the 5 spot. Rhett Boyd hits 6th. Cooper Hutchins is the 7-hitter as the pitch is outside of the strike zone to J.C. Bowers. Gage Russell, the 8-hitter. Zarius Goodman batting 9th. Count even at 2 on Bowers. Hunter Evans is the 10-hitter. Easton Powell bats 11th, and Carson Davis in that 12 spot. Here's the Trey Bolin 2-2 offering. It is swung on and missed, and Bowers out number 1. So 1 away here in the top part of the first as Bowden Bailey comes to the plate. Holmes County decked out in the predominantly white jerseys and trousers, but there's the black band that goes across the biceps, the shoulders and chest as well, underneath the arms, and then the wide gold strip down the trouser pants leg that says Holmes County, and it's bordered in black. And, of course, got a lot of the familiar gold tossed into the uniform as well for this Holmes County squad. Strike on the outside part of the plate to Bailey. Another swing and a miss, and it's a 2-strike count. And, of course, as a preliminary, a formality, let me make you aware that there's no problems with your picture. There's not a picture. We don't have enough bandwidth here for a picture, but do have enough bandwidth to bring you some audio. Our apologies. Would love to be able to stick a camera out the window and let you watch the field beneath, but bandwidth just won't cooperate. Outside of the strike zone with a pitch 1-2. Another one that misses, and the count goes even at 2. Spring Hill National's got Trey Bolin on the hill. Behind the plate, Logan Asbell. Eli Byron is the first baseman. Swing, a miss, and Bailey strikes out on a 2-2 count just like Bowers. And there's 2 gone for Bryant Mathis. And second, Camden Heath, the shortstop for Spring Hill National, Beckett Monroe. Tate Boland's got 3rd, in the outfield, Dylan Olden in left. Center fielder is Jordan Cameron, and in right field, Rhett Williams. 2 gone, nobody aboard. Bryant Mathis steps in, takes a wide pitch from Boland. Well, currently looks pretty nice. Got a few clouds on the horizon, but nothing ominous. As a matter of fact, most of it just fluffy white pieces of cotton floating up there in the atmosphere or the stratosphere or whichever sphere it is. Another wide pitch from Boland, and the count goes 2-0. But again, according to the forecast, this niceness may not last long. According to the forecast, there is the possibility of rain at 5 now. That one shoved over to right field. Base hit. Drops just inside the chalk for Bryant Mathis. And a 2-out single has got a Holmes County All-Star on. So 1 aboard with 2 gone. Top part of the first, Cash Nelson coming to the plate. Well, things have changed a little bit, though, where that weather is concerned. Originally, they were calling for rain at about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's been pushed back to 5. If we can get Mother Nature to cooperate and keep the rain away until about, I'm guessing 8 o'clock or so, we might be able to get everything in. Cash Nelson, here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Count evens at 1. Mathis bouncing off the bag over at first, but will go back to bag 1. Holmes County has played 1 game. They got a first-round bye, played yesterday, lost to Bartow 16-1. Of course, Bartow's a tough squad. Knocked off Spring Hill American 16-1, and then Holmes County 16-1. Shot over to right field, base hit. Cash Nelson delivering. Quick retrieval by Williams. Got it in. 2 second, but Mathis safely there, and a couple of 2-out singles. Have a couple of base runners on for Holmes County. And Kason Evans coming to the plate. So Holmes County losing to Bartow in their only game thus far in this tournament, 16-1, while Spring Hill National beat Chipley 20-2 and then lost to Sebring 11-4. So Spring Hill National 1-1 in tournament play. Holmes County 0-1. Pitch misses to Evans. Rhett Boyd to the on-deck circle. So Holmes County making some 2-out noise. Bowers and Bailey went down swinging, but Mathis and Nelson with 2-out singles. And a couple of base runners on for Holmes County. Here's the Boland pitch, brought it right down the middle. 4 games being played as we speak. In AAA Division 1, it is West Volusia and Paxton in an elimination game. Strike on the outside part of the plate. By the way, this an elimination game too. One of these two teams will move on, the other will move home. But that matchup between West Volusia and Paxton, it is Marty Paulman with coverage. Another one shot over towards right. This time able to scoop it up at first is Eli Byron, and he will get to the bag before Evans to register the out and leave Mathis and Nelson on. Couple of base runners stranded. Nobody scores in the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the inning with Spring Hill National coming to bat.
A player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
to track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between $3,000 and $5,000. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your stay in Morristown at the Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel. When checking in, be sure to show your Best Western Rewards card and earn points. And make yourself at home in their spacious lobby, plenty of seating room, and a large screen TV await. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast served from 6 to 10 each day, where you can make your own waffle in the breakfast room. For your comfort, you'll find kitchenettes, suites, king and queen size beds, a dining table, a work desk, and a chair, and LCD televisions in their rooms. They also have accommodations for conferences, banquets, and meetings. The Oakwood Room can accommodate up to 160 guests. The Cherokee Room is perfect for a business retreat and can accommodate up to 80 guests. Audio-visual equipment and catering are available to make your event special. Just give them a call to check rates and book one of their meeting or banquet rooms today. The Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel.
A scoreless top part of the first as Eli Byron starts things off for Spring Hill National. here in the top part, make that bottom part of the first. Flies this one out to second. Back onto the grass goes Bailey. And Byron out number 1. Eli Byron starting it off. Rhett Williams batting second for Spring Hill National. Tate Bolin is the 3-hitter. Beckett Monroe hitting 4th. Javon Marks 5th. Dylan Olding is the 6-hitter. Jordan Cameron batting 7th. Jaden Toth is the 8-hitter. David Moore got the 9 spot. Trey Bolin hits 10th. Camden Heath is the 11-hitter. And Logan Asbell batting in the 12 spot. Strike delivered by starting pitcher for Holmes County, Bryant Mathis. And it is 0-1 on Rhett Williams with 1 away. That one misses just a little bit, low and inside. And the count evens. Top part of the inning, couple of base hits with 2 gone, but Holmes County leaves a couple of base runners on as we get into the bottom part of inning 1. Rhett Williams trying to force it over to right field, but sends it foul. And it's 1-2 on Williams. Tate Bolin to the on-deck circle. Brian Mathis on the bump for Holmes County. Kason Evans behind the plate. The first baseman is Gage Russell. Bowden Bailey's at second. J.C. Bowers at shortstop. And the rest of the infield has Cash Nelson at third. In the outfield for Holmes County, Easton Powell in left. Cooper Hutchins in center. And the right fielder is Hunter Evans. 1 ball, couple of strikes, 1 away, nobody aboard, bottom of the first. And the pitch is high for Mathis for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom part of the first, about 15 after 12 here in Bristol in the Eastern time zone, about 2 miles away from going back in time. Go about 2 miles west, and you're over into the Central time zone. Pitch was high. This one is popped up, but out of play. 88 degrees currently in Bristol. 60% humidity, feels like 96. Winds out of the west-northwest at 6. Barometric pressure at 29.91. Visibility is 10 miles. The UV index 9. The air quality good, and the air quality index 39. No, I don't know what all that stuff means, but it was on the phone, so I thought I would repeat it. Outside with a payoff pitch to Rhett Williams, and he will be given a walk. So Spring Hill National will get a base runner on. And Tate Bolin will come to the plate with a base runner at first. Sun came up at 6:43 this morning and drops over the horizon at 8:44 tonight. So there, you got everything that I've got on the iPhone weather app. Bolin awaits the pitch, goes outside to the screen. Evans retrieves, but not before Williams takes second. So a base runner in scoring position with 1 out for Spring Hill National. Tate Bolin with an opportunity to pick up the RBI. Got a 12 o'clock game underway in Division II Ozone play as the strike is delivered to Bolin. Chuck Sebastian's got Liberty County and Blunnstown. And in Majors baseball, your 12 o'clock matchup, Alpha and Frostproof Mike Rideout with coverage of that one. Fouled away by Bolin. Beckett Monroe to the on-deck circle. 1 ball, couple of strikes. In AAA Division I, 1 team eliminated from the original 7-team field, as that one is fouled off, given a chase from first is Russell, but can't get there. And the at-bat continues for Bolin. Chipley's been eliminated. So 7 teams originally, 6 today, and of course we'll see a couple of teams go today. So we will be down to the final 4 after your Monday of baseball here in AAA D1. D2 seen a couple of teams exit. Franklin County and Alpha have exited the double elimination tournament. And in Majors, I think Sneeds is the only one to go thus far, but they've got a couple of elimination games today too. Nice stop at short on the liner by Bowers. Will catch it off the short hop, go to first, and did she get the out there? Let's see. She did, and then the throw back over to third gets Rhett Williams. So it will turn into a 6-3-5 double play. As Bolin with a soft liner, grabbed on the short hop by Bowers, goes to first to get Bolin, and then the throw back over to third gets Williams. And it turns into a 3-up, 3-down bottom of the first. We're headed to the second. Boyd, Hutchins, and Russell all coming up for Holmes County.
Be a player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Red Boyd leads off the top of the second. Cooper Hutchins, Gage Russell due up in the inning two. The Bolin pitch outside for ball one. You see a number there on your screen. That's the shout-out number. That's how you send a shout-out to a player, to a team. It's also how you correct the announcer. If he's mispronouncing a name, be sure to stick on a pronunciation guide. We want to get these names correct. Swing and a miss by Boyd. And tell you what, it's a work day. And if you're able to watch or listen to, in this particular case, the game at work, hey, we don't mind giving a little free publicity to the work spot. They're letting you listen to the game, so why don't we thank them? You can stick that info on there, too. All in the form of a shout-out to 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. Pitches outside to Boyd. And it is 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Boyd awaits. Cooper Hutchins is on deck. The ball and pitch wrapped over towards left field, and there's the third Holmes County base hit of the game. And it will roll beyond left fielder Olding, giving Boyd an opportunity to get the second. Just hit the right spot to roll towards the fence. And Boyd winds up at third. I make that second, and that is the third base hit for Holmes County as Cooper Hutchins steps in. So you got the not mandatory, but requests where shout-outs are concerned. Who's it to? Where's it from? Where you're listening to the coverage from? Bunted foul by Hutchins. And if you're listening at work and they don't mind you listen and they want a little free publicity, we'll take that too. And two, if it's kind of a unique spot to be watching the game, you know, on the lake, on the shore of the river fishing. Pitch is a little bit high, and the count evens at 1 on Hutchins. Send that info too. But text it. We would love to talk, but got a little baseball to call. So if you would text that information, 334-488-1385. Well, Hutchins again showing bunt. Trying to get Boyd over to third. Nobody gone. Top part of the second, an elimination game here on Field 4 at Veterans Memorial Park, Bristol, Florida. Got a bit of a breeze. The flags in the outfield blowing out. Pitch is wide to Hutchins. 334-488-1385. And one other thing you can do. Got a group of folks listening to the game. I think yesterday was a family reunion with like 35 listening. Snap a selfie. Hutchins laying down the bunt down the first base line. That is going to trickle foul. Bolin thought about picking up with a bare hand and firing, and then at the last moment says, I think that might roll foul, and he yanked the hand back, and it does. And Hutchins is back into the box. Boy, if he picks that up, I don't think he gets Hutchins. And you would have had runners on the corners, but instead lets it go foul. Pitch outside, and there's another walk. We had one in the bottom of the first. We get one in the top part of the second, and now Holmes County with a couple of base runners on. Well, again, all that shout-out stuff, 334-488-1385 is the number there on your screen. Shout-out says, go Spring Hill Nationals and Camden Heath from Grandma Ruth Ann in upstate New York. Bunted foul by Russell. Grandma Ruth Ann, great to have you listening to the coverage there in New York, where I'm thinking it's a little cooler than the 88 and the heat index of about 96 here in the Panhandle. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Russell. Again, shows bunt. Goes to the screen. Runners will move up 60 feet. So the wild toss gets Boyd to third and Hutchins to second. Both in scoring position now for Holmes County and Gage Russell. Shout-out says, good luck Spring Hill Nationals from the Spring Hill Americans. Thanks, Americans, to the Nationals. Shout-out to J.C. Bowers on the Holmes County team from Nanny and Poppy. Good luck, and we love her so much. Did a great job, by the way, as she started the double play that went 6-3-5 to put it into the first. Toss a little bit inside. Russell is given the walk, and the bases are all loaded up for Holmes County. Runners at first, second, and third for Zarius Goodman, and nobody out here in the top part of the second. Hunter Evans moves to the on-deck circle. Pitch misses from Bolin. And, of course, your shout-outs to 334-488-1385. But with YouTube, you can post your thoughts anytime there as well. But, you know, kind of a little added bonus, I guess, is if you texted us, we can repeat. Outside of the strike zone with the toss to Goodman. Holmes County with an excellent opportunity to plate runs here in the top of the second as the pitch is inside on Bolin. All dirt infield. You get about 15, 20 feet behind the bags at first, second, and third, and that's where the grass starts. And carries to the fence. And at the moment, there are 6 flags to the outside of the fence. Walked is Goodman, and Holmes will come in with Boyd from third. So Goodman with a bases-loaded walk, credited with the RBI. And Holmes County will get on the board first in this one. Outside of the strike zone to Hunter Evans. Bolin has walked Hutchins, Russell, and Goodman after giving up the double to Boyd. And Holmes County with the 1-zip advantage early in this one. Shout-out says, good luck, J.C. Bowers. We're so proud of you. You go, girl. From the Holmes County girls softball team. So, ladies, thanks so much for the shout-out. Out of the strike zone with a pitch to Evans. Evans showing bunt into the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate by Isbell. And that will keep base runners put. Hutchins at third, Russell at second, Goodman at first. Bollen's pitch brings it right down the middle. Here's the Bollen offering. Evans taking a pitch wide. He will be given a walk. And another run will come in, compliments of a bases-loaded walk. Well, now putting on the brakes over at first is Evans. I think he may be going, Coach, did I have the pitch count wrong? And apparently did. He will come back to the box, pick up the stick, and await another pitch. So for the moment, Goodman at first, Russell at second, Hutchins at third. There's a swing and a miss by Evans. And now looking to the umpire to get the pitch count. And apparently that was strike three. Stood around the box for a bit and then realized, okay, I'm not going to first. But I'll go get a sip of water in the dugout. Evans, a strikeout victim for out number one. Pitch outside to Easton Powell. A name built for baseball. Easton with the bases full here in the top part of the second. Carson Davis moves to the on-deck circle. Spring Hill National in the bottom part of the inning sends the 4, 5, and 6 hitter to the plate. Powell wraps it over towards right field, but foul. Shout-out says, good luck Trey and Tate Bollen. Let's go Spring Hill Nationals. Mom loves you both. Good luck, Jordan Cameron. Proud of you. A heart emoji from Graham Mary. On the outside part of the plate, Bollen, a 2-strike count on Powell. Bases full here in the top part of the second. Holmes County with one run. That from Bollen goes to the screen. Asbell trying to track it down. Covering the plate is Bollen, but sliding in safely is Hutchins. Russell to third and Goodman to second, but Hutchins will come in and score the second Holmes County run of the inning. And now timeout is asked for as coach goes to talk to pitcher. Your coaching staff for Spring Hill National, Paul Cameron, he is the manager. Kristen Cameron and Jeff Toth, the coaches. And again, if I'm mispronouncing T-O-T-H, could be Toth, maybe. I'm going with Toth until told otherwise. But Jeff is part of the coaching staff. Your manager for Holmes County is Calvin Nelson. Coaches William Mathis and Robbie Evans. Conversation over. Bollen back up onto the hill to face Powell. And he will foul off the pitch. 2-zip Holmes County lead. Couple of base runners on, one away. Top part of the second. In a game slated for 6. Swing, a miss, and Powell strikes out. So 4 Ks in the contest for Bollen. And Powell is the 4th for out number 2. Carson Davis coming to the plate. The right-hander awaits. Right-hander delivers. It's fouled out of play. 0-1. Have you followed us on Facebook and Twitter yet? If you haven't, boy, would we love for you to do so. Trying to get to 12,000 likes on Facebook. That pitch into the dirt, to the screen, in from third. Russell, and he is out. Asbell able to get it. Bollen covering, and tagged out at home is Russell. So the inning will come to an end with a tag out of the plate, but 2 will come in and score, and Holmes County takes a 2-zip lead into the bottom of the second.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your stay in Moorestown at the Best Western Plus Moorestown Conference Center Hotel. When checking in, be sure to show your Best Western Rewards card and earn points. And make yourself at home in their spacious lobby, plenty of seating room, and a large screen TV await. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast served from 6 to 10 each day, where you can make your own waffle in the breakfast room. For your comfort, you'll find kitchenettes, suites, king and queen size beds, a dining table, a work desk, and a chair, and LCD televisions in their rooms. They also have accommodations for conferences, banquets, and meetings. The Oakwood Room can accommodate up to 160 guests. The Cherokee Room is perfect for a business retreat and can accommodate up to 80 guests. Audio-visual equipment and catering are available to make your event special. Just give them a call to check rates and book one of their meeting or banquet rooms today. The Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Bottom of the second, 2-zip Holmes County lead. Back at Monroe starting things off. First pitch from Mathis caught the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Javon Marks, Dylan Olding doing up in the inning as well. Swing and a miss. And quickly 0-2 on Monroe. Holmes County getting a couple of runs in the top part of the second off one base hit and 3 walks. And lead at 2-zip Monroe. Starting off the inning. Dropped into the strike zone. Big looping curveball by Mathis. Gets Monroe, and that's the first strike out of the game for Mathis as he gets Monroe looking. 1 away for Javon Marks. Dylan Olding to the on-deck circle. Marks the left-hander, Mathis the righty. Here in the bottom part of the second, pitches high and away for ball 1. All right, back to the Facebook, Twitter thing. Here's what we're looking for. 12,000 likes on Facebook and about 3,000 on Twitter, but admittedly, we're focusing right now on Facebook. And I think we are about 140 away from 12. Trying to get there by the end of the tournament. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate. Count evens, 1 each on Marks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It is muscled foul over towards the screen. Jock Jive Sports is how you find us on Facebook, at Jock Jive on Twitter. And yeah, a lot of Dixie Youth Baseball folks have already liked this, so we might need you to kind of invite your friends to do the same. We would like to say that when we get to 12,000, we're going to give away a brand new car. I mean, I would like to say that. We don't have the budget for a brand new car. Swing and a miss. Striking out as Marks back-to-back Ks. One looking, one swinging. And there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Okay, I used that line the other day. So there's no big spectacular prize for 12,000 likes. It's just that we'll like it. And you'll help us get there. Pitch outside to Olding. 1-0. But here are the pluses. You get to find out the scores if there are rain delays, which there could very well be. Over the course of the next 48 hours or so, you find out about it. Swing and a miss as Olding chases one outside. And there may be some scheduling changes because of the threat of rain. It's all stuff that we get you on Facebook and Twitter. So be sure to like us and follow us. Wrapped into right field, first base hit of the game for Spring Hill, as Dylan Olding will get on with a 2-out single. So Spring Hill National getting their first base hit of the game. Jordan Cameron coming to the plate. Jaden Toth will follow. Spring Hill National trying to cut into the 2-run advantage Holmes County currently possesses. Popped out of play by Cameron. Spring Hill National, as I mentioned, losing to Sebring 11-4 yesterday. Just couldn't overcome that first inning. Sebring scoring 6 runs in the first inning. After that, it was an evenly played game, but that first inning wound up being the big part, the bulk of the difference as they lose by 7. Strike delivered to Cameron. And then, of course, Holmes County running into that Bartow buzzsaw. Bartow has beat 2 teams 16-1, and one of those was Holmes County. They are a very strong team. Swing and a miss by Cameron. He will go down a strikeout victim, leaving Oldham on. So Mathis faces 4 and strikes out 3. Leaves Oldham aboard. We have played 2. Going to the 3rd, 2-zip. Holmes County.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A player in the game. The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Bottom of the order starts things off in the top of the 3rd. Carson Davis for Holmes County. J.C. Bowers and Bowden Bailey to follow. A 2-zip Holmes County lead off 3 base hits. Spring Hill National getting their first base hit in the bottom of the 2nd, but left Olding on. Trey Boland pitching to Carson Davis. Well, there have officially been changes to tomorrow's schedule. Originally, games were slated for 2, 5, and 7:30 as that pitch is inside on Davis. Now, and this is because Mama Nature just isn't going to apparently try to cooperate with the original schedule. So with the threat of impending showers, got a 9 a.m. start to tomorrow. Games at 9 a.m., 11:30, and 2. As there was a swing and a miss by Davis. And Davis will strike out. One out as we go back to the top of the order. J.C. Bowers, a strikeout victim in the first. That's the 5th K for Bolin. Striking out 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and has got his first here in the third. Pitch outside to Bowers. Bowden Bailey to the on-deck circle. And your AAA D1 games tomorrow at 9 a.m. and 11:30. So that's official. We'll have it posted on our Facebook page as that pitch is inside on Bowers. AAA D2, AAA D1, O-Zone D1 and D2 at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Bowers fouling it out of play. At 11:30, AAA D1 and 2, O-Zone D1 and 2. And then at 2 o'clock, your 2 majors games. So really, I think for the majors, that doesn't change. I believe they originally were slated for games at 2. It's the AAA and O-Zones that have seen a change for tomorrow, moving their games up about, 7 hours to 9 a.m. and 11:30. Bowers got a piece of it to stay alive. One away, top of the third, nobody aboard in an elimination game. Here's the pitch. Outside and walked is Bowers. So Bowers aboard for Bowden Bailey. Bryant Mathis moves to the on-deck circle. Shout out to Holmes County and Bowden Bailey. Good luck from Grana and Gramps. We love you. Well, Grana and Gramps, you are right on time. Bowden Bailey steps into the batter's box as we speak with the base runner over at first. Here's the windup and delivery from Bolin. Big cut from Bailey comes up empty, 0-1. Outside with a pitch, count evens, 1 each. Bouncing off the bag over at first, Bowers, but she will get back to the bag and do so without an Asbel throw. It is rolled slowly towards third. Bolin will fire over to first. Coming off the bag to retrieve is Byron. Throws to second, won't get Bowers, and now a couple of base runners on. Well, it was just a slow roller by Bailey, and unofficially it's a Bailey base hit. And a couple of base runners on now as Holmes County has put together 4 hits. And Bryant Mathis with an opportunity to extend the lead. One an RBI opportunity, that is Bowers at second. Bailey is the base runner at first. Shoots it towards the gap, right center field. That's going to roll all the way to the fence for Mathis. Bowers will come in and score. Bailey's been given the green light. He scores, sliding into second with a 2 RBI double as Bryant Mathis. And Holmes County, with one swing of the bat, doubles their lead. And it looks like the day done for Trey Bolin. Let me make sure before we send it to a break. And yes, it is Beckett Monroe who steps up onto the hill. So the new pitcher when we return to Bristol.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A player in the game?
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
We're sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ.
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Well, on the first pitch to Cash Nelson, the pinch runner for Bryant Mathis breaks for third and then tries to entice an Asbel throw. What he entices is a rundown, and he's able to avoid the tag and dive in safely to third, but then a throwaway at third as Mathis's runner hopping up and heading home, and now they're going to call an out at third. So obviously something transpired at third that gets the out. And now you heard the umpire say the runner's out, diving head first into the bag. So the pinch runner for Bryant Mathis, who thought he had hit third and then gone in and scored, called out for diving head first into third. And will be out number 2. Pitch over the head of Cash Nelson. Two gone, Cash Nelson awaits. So an eventful start to the tenure for Beckett Monroe on the hill for Spring Hill National. But it wasn't at the plate, it was on the base path. Nelson trying to hold up on the swing and could not. Here's the numbers on Bolin, the starting pitcher for Spring Hill National. He worked 2 1/3, faced 15, struck out 5, walked 4, gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. Cash Nelson with a base hit in the first. Batting in the third, swings, misses, and there's 2 strikes on Nelson. Well, your first baseman, Eli Byron, thought that was strike 3 and was headed towards the dugout. There's strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And Nelson caught looking. But another productive inning for Holmes County as they will plate 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 4-zip Holmes County lead with Toth, Moore, and Bolin all coming up.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A player in the game?
The The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Bottom of the third, Jaden Toth starting things off. David Moore and Trey Boland due up in the inning too. Holmes County planting a couple of more runs in the top part of the third to take a 4-zip lead into the bottom part of the inning. First pitch from Brian Mathis, who has struck out 3, given up 1 base hit and walked 1. Into the strike zone to Toth. Shout out says the Monroes from Iowa cheering on Beckett and the Spring Hill Nationals. Thanks, Jock Jive Sports. Well, thank you for listening to the coverage. I don't want to call him a former Jock Jiver because he might do some work for us again. But a guy that's done some JJ work living in Iowa. Matter of fact, I think he's a native of Iowa. And as a matter of fact, he emailed me the other day saying we're going to be down in Florida for a month during the winter. Can you use me? Certainly. We use Kelly Neff if we can, and thanks to the Monroes out of Iowa who are listening to the coverage. Go Spring Hill, go Jordan, Dillon, and Jaden. The Baker family is so proud of you guys. Outside with a pitch to Toth. David Moore to the on-deck circle, swatting at it as Toth comes up empty. And that is out number 1, a strikeout victim, which means 4 of the last 5 that Mathis has faced, he's fanned. And there's 1 away with David Moore stepping in. Trey Boland moving to the on-deck circle. The right-hander Mathis delivering too far inside for ball 1. Well, with a new schedule for tomorrow, the original 5 p.m. game is now a 9 a.m. game, and the original 7:30 game is now a 11:30 a.m. game tomorrow. So if you win this one, you're playing at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And if you win this one, you are taking on the loser of the Sebring-Bartow matchup, which happens this evening at 6. Moore awaiting the pitch, and it is fouled away. So win this one, and you get to have some baseball with your breakfast tomorrow morning. And I got a feeling you got 2 teams here that just wouldn't mind at all having a little break, a little baseball with the ham and eggs. Outside with a pitch to Moore. Just a little bit outside with a pitch. And the walk is issued to Moore. Boy, we've seen hitters just hanging around the plate. I think they're just not clear on whether it's a strikeout or a walk or when to go to first or when to head back to the dugout. But it's a walk of Moore. And the base runner on for Spring Hill National. As Trey Bolin comes to the plate. Strike on the outside part of the plate to Bolin. Camden Heath to the on-deck circle. Here's the Mathis pitch. Chopped on by Bolin. Swings and misses. Well, we've heard from New York. Good to hear from New York, which we are going to a couple of times, I know, this fall, covering Georgia Military. They're playing in Brooklyn twice, I think, against ASA, Brooklyn, and Nassau. And we've heard from Iowa. Don't have anything planned for Iowa. We've done a little work there in, well, I think, Cedar Rapids and Cedar Falls. Strike on the inside part of the plate, and out goes Trey Bolin. And Bryant Mathis picks up his 5th K of the game. 2 gone with a base runner at first in the bottom of the 3rd. And Camden Heath coming to the plate. We've heard from all over the state of Florida. All at 334-488-1385. Be sure to, when you send a shout out, let us know where you're shouting from. Here's one that says, "Let's go Holmes County. We love you boys and girl." Listening from home, cheering loud. Go Jordan Cameron and Spring Hill Nationals. We are so proud of you. Grandma and Papa C. Logan Asbell to be on deck circle. The pitch to Heath is fouled away. As a matter of fact, finds its way onto a diamond nearby. The Majors diamond. He's got an extra baseball. Compliments the fouled off pitch by Heath. 2 away, 1 on, bottom of the 3rd. 4-zip Holmes County lead. As Camden Heath awaits. And takes a pitch inside, goes to the screen. Moore off to second and gets there safely. So a base runner in scoring position for Heath as Mathis comes set, deals, delivers outside. Logan Asbell to the on-deck circle. And then it is back to the top of the order for Spring Hill National. Win the state tournament, and it's off to the World Series. In Division I, you're playing in Ruston, Louisiana. Starting on August 3rd as a strike is delivered on the outside part of the plate. And, of course, you hope you're playing to the 8th of August in Ruston. Because if you are, you're doing pretty good in Louisiana. Heath wraps it over towards third, but foul. A 2-strike count on Heath with a base runner at second. Now that's for Division I. In AAA Division II, they will play their World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. Same spot the Division I played last year. Here's the Mathis pitch. It is too far inside. Heath is walked. And there are a couple of base runners on for Spring Hill. Moore walked now at second. Heath walked now at first. And Logan Asbell coming to the plate. Top of the order, the on-deck circle. Asbell yanking off the shin guards. He had him on in case he took the field before batting. And now takes off the shin guard, steps into the batter's box, pounds the stick onto the plate, now ready for the pitch from Bryant Mathis. He's got Heath at first, Davis. Make that Moore, the base runner at second. now Coach coming out to talk to Brian Mathis. Well, it's been kind of a seesaw ride for Mathis here in the bottom of the third. He strikes out Toth, walks Moore, fans Bolin, and then puts Heath on. So if things were to continue with that progression, you remember back in school when you had those, I guess it was math problems, that you had these variables and then you came to a conclusion. Well, if this were one of those math tests with a strikeout, walk, then this is supposed to be a strikeout, right? We will see. Logan Asbell awaits over his head, too far inside. Shout out says, go Camden Heath. Good game, Spring Hill Nationals from upstate New York. Weather is cloudy here. Thanks, Jock Chine. Well, thank you. Stolen base as Moore goes to third. Throw goes there too, but not in time. And Moore with a stolen base. The double steal as Heath goes to second. Well, I wonder if it's cool in upstate New York. I would say probably, at least comparatively speaking. Swing and a miss by Asbell. I'm putting cloudy with cool up in the northern part of New York. Let's go Spring Hill National. Coach Mark and the Spring Hill American machine pitch team. Thanks so much, guys. Asbell sends it out of play. Shout out to JC from her sister. Love you so much. Good luck. Thank you, sis. Couple of base runners on, both in scoring position. First time Spring Hill National has had a runner at third in the game. As Moore is there, Heath is at second. Asbell trying to drive runs in the bottom of the third. Pitch is outside. Eli Byron to the on-deck circle. Spring Hill National trying to cut into the Holmes County lead here in the bottom part of the third. 1 hour, 2 minutes into the game. Inside pitch, and Asbell's walked. We'll go back to the top of the order. Bases all loaded. Eli Byron to the plate. He popped out to second in the first. And Spring Hill National trying to put together a big bottom of the third. Brett Williams moves to the on-deck circle. Here's the Mathis pitch. It will catch the outside part of the plate for strike one. Nothing in one on Byron. Moore at third, Heath at second, Asbell at first. The Mathis pitch popped up center field, and coming in to make the catch is Cooper Hutchins. Spring Hill threatens, Holmes County bends, but they do not break. And the bases are left loaded. 4 now stranded for Spring Hill National through 3. We go to the fourth. Holmes County with a 4-zip lead.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your stay in Moorestown at the Best Western Plus Moorestown Conference Center Hotel. When checking in, be sure to show your Best Western Rewards card and earn points. and make yourself at home in their spacious lobby. Plenty of seating room and a large screen TV await. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast served from 6 to 10 each day, where you can make your own waffle in the breakfast room. For your comfort, you'll find kitchenettes, suites, king and queen size beds, a dining table, a work desk, and a chair and LCD televisions in their rooms. They also have accommodations for conferences, banquets, and meetings. The Oakwood room can accommodate up to 160 guests. The Cherokee room is perfect for a business retreat and can accommodate up to 80 guests. Audio-visual equipment and catering are available to make your event special. Just give them a call to check rates and book one of their meeting or banquet rooms today. The Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Top of the fourth, Case and Evans will start things off for Holmes County. Red Boyd, Cooper Hutchins due up in the inning, too. Spring Hill National threatens. They load things up as Brian Mathis walks 3, but the fly out by Byron puts an end to the inning. And the threat, we go to the fourth. And Holmes County with a 4-zip lead in an elimination game. Hey, you want a copy of this game or any game that we do? We broadcast during the tournament, the AAA, the Ozone, the majors. Just $5 per download. To get the process started, you email info@jockjive.com. Info, I-N-F-O, at jockjive.com. Pitch swung on and missed by Case and Evans. Evans with a ground out to first in the first. He is 0 for 1 in the contest. Red Boyd, Cooper Hutchins to follow. Smacked over towards short. The throw by Bolin over to first in time. Trey Bolin, after coming off the hill, went to short. And, of course, shortstop Monroe now on the hill. And Bolin with the throw to get Evans on the 6-3. 1 out for Red Boyd. Cooper Hutchins to the on-deck circle. Boyd with one of the 5 Holmes County base hits. He had a double to begin the second. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Here's the Monroe pitch. It's out of the strike zone, low and away. Strike delivered by Monroe. Red Boyd with 1 away, nobody aboard. Top of the fourth. In now a 1-hour, 8-minute contest. Swing and a miss by Boyd. And a couple of strikes on the number 2 guy in the inning. Count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch, that curveball missed, but barely. Stayed upstairs. And the count runs full, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Monroe. It is wrapped right back up the middle. Monroe trying to reach down, couldn't get it there in time. And Boyd's got his second base hit of the game. So Holmes County with a base runner as Cooper Hutchins digs in. Hutchins with a walk, and then the benefactor of a couple of wild pitches came in and scored in the second. And it looks like Boyd is going to get a runner. And that runner is Carson Davis. So Davis running for Boyd here in the top of the fourth. Hey, one other request. I know we're full of all kinds of requests. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, via download. Here's the last, I think, of the requests. And that is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, of course, you don't have to find the games. You can go to our website. But maybe a little more convenience when you subscribe. because it gives you a little more direct access to the game coverage. Plus, you can set it up to give you alerts. When the game starts, you're alerted. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got number goals. As you know, 12,000 for Facebook. As you know, 3,000 for Twitter. I mean, because I've already mentioned it in the game. Swing and a miss by Hutchins. And a 2-strike count on Hutchins with a base runner aboard. But we'd like to get to 3,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, too. Fouled off by Hutchins. So those are the things that, if you'd like, you can do for us. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Shout out, let's go Spring Hill from J.J. Burton. Spring Hill. Swing and a miss by Hutchins. And he will strike out. Throw going to first. Hops away from Byron into shallow right. It is picked up by the second baseman Heath. Fires over to the bag. Covering there is Bolin, but safely at second is Boyd. So the second out registered, but the base runner goes to second as Boyd is there safely, and Gage Russell will step in. Russell with a walk in the second, got thrown out at home, popped up towards left field, and coming in to make the catch is Dylan Olding. 4 go up, 3 go down, 1 base hit, 1 stranded. Nobody scores in the top of the 4th. We are heading to the bottom of the inning. Williams, Bolin, and Monroe, 2, 3, and 4 coming up for Spring Hill.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
First pitch high as we get the bottom of the 4th underway. Red Williams starting things off for Spring Hill National. Tate Bolin and Beckett Monroe 2 up in the inning as well. Facing a Brian Mathis who has only given up 1 base hit. And he's given up base hit number 2. It sneaks underneath the mid of Cash Nelson at third, and Rhett Williams on with a single. So Spring Hill National has got a base runner to begin the 4th. Tate Bolin, followed by Beckett Monroe. So Mathis gives up his second base hit, popped up in foul territory over towards first. Charging in is the new first baseman. That is Rhett Boyd trying to get to it, but cannot. And it turns into a 0-1 count on Bolin. Bolin wrapped into the 6-3-5 double play that put an end to the first. Popped up right side and over at second to make the catch is Bowden Bailey. I called him Baden. That's kind of a combo package. Bailey and Bowden combined. Baden, okay. You're not buying it. It was a screw up, right? Okay, my bad. It is Bailey with the catch, and out goes Bolin. One away with one aboard here in the bottom of the fourth. Beckett Monroe next. Javon Marks to the on-deck circle. Here's the Mathis pitch. Off the end of the stick, up against the screen, 0-1. One out, one aboard. 4-zip Holmes County lead. They got a couple of runs in the second and plated 2 in the third. Spring Hill National looking for their first run of the contest. Got their first runner to third in the third when they loaded things up. It is wrapped to third, scooped up by Nelson. Goes to second, dropped there. And Williams is safe. Monroe's over at first. So it is an E5 that puts base runners at first and second. Actually, I don't know that you can charge the E to 5. I believe it was on the 4 end. So an E4 responsible for the couple of base runners as Javon Marks steps in. Marks a strikeout victim. His last at-bat, swings and misses there. 0-1. Was fielded cleanly by Nelson and then had a throw over to second, which was about knee-high, but Bailey couldn't quite hang on. Mark, slow dribbler up the middle. It is retrieved by Asbell, but won't make a throw. Actually make that Evans. Evans retrieving. That'll be a bunt single, or actually a swinging single. Looked like a bunt single. Rolled just about 6 or 8 feet out in front of the plate. But a swinging single by Marks that again loads things up for Spring Hill National. First, second, and third for Dylan Olding. Here's the Mathis pitch. Swing and a miss by Olding. So the single by Williams starts off the inning. Bolin flies out to second. Monroe reaches on the air that advances Williams. And then Marks with that little slow roller up the middle. Recovered by Evans, but not in time to get Marks, nor Monroe or Williams. And the bases are all loaded up. Fouled away by Olding, a 2-strike count. And for the second consecutive innings, Spring Hill has filled up the bases. Wrapped right back up the middle, base hit. Olding will drive in Williams. Everybody else will hold, but Spring Hill National on the board in the fourth. Monroe to third, Marks to second. Olding is at first with an RBI single. And Spring Hill National, who had 1 base hit in innings 1, 2, and 3, have 3 base hits here in the fourth. Strike on the outside part of the plate to Cameron. And it is now a 4-1 contest. Cameron, a strikeout victim in the second. Pitch too far inside, and the count evens. Jaden Toth to the on-deck circle. Here's the Mathis offering. It is sent foul over towards first. One away, one in. Bases full for Spring Hill National. An elimination game here on Field 4 at Veterans Memorial Park, Bristol, Florida. I want to think it's the 3rd year now that Bristol has hosted a state tournament for Dixie Youth Baseball. Pitch is a little bit wide from Mathis. Count even at 2. Couple of balls, couple of strikes on Cameron. Lights on here at Veterans Field, although it's not dark. No ominous clouds yet. There is the possibility of something ominous a little bit later on. Pitch out of the strike zone and the count runs full. Payoff pitch from Mathis. Base is full. It is low. It is inside, and the walk comes with the bases loaded and brings in Spring Hill's second run. So a bases loaded walk of Jordan Cameron brings in Monroe. Marks to third, Olding to second. Bases still full, and now a 4-2 game. And that apparently is going to do it for Mathis. They're going to the pin and bringing Cash to the bump. Cash Nelson on the hill when we return to Bristol.
She's frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
The new pitcher is the former third baseman for Holmes County. The new third baseman is the former pitcher. Cash Nelson and Brian Mathis swap places. Brian Mathis working 3 1/3, faced 19, struck out 5, walked 4, gave up 4 hits. He's allowed 2 runs, but the bases are loaded, and they would be the responsibility of Brian Mathis. So Cash Nelson coming to the hill. It's all loaded up. There's one away, an elimination game. Spring Hill National, in which struggled in innings 1, 2, and 3 at the plate. Put together just 1 base hit, a Dylan Olding single in the second, and got their first runner to third in the 3rd inning. But here in the 4th, have scored 2 and have the bases full with 1 out. Toth wraps it over in the direction of right field, but it will sail foul. 0-1 on Toth. David Moore to the on-deck circle. Win, and you've got either Sebring or Bartow tomorrow morning at 9. Lose, and your state tourney comes to an end. The Nelson pitch too high, and the count evens. So both teams now have gone to the pin. Trey Boland lasted 2 1/3 for Spring Hill. Bryant Mathis last 3 1/3. Popped up towards center field. Able to get over and make the catch is Cooper Hutchins. And everybody's got a hold. Mark stays at third, Olding at second, and Cameron at first. As there is 2 away. And the 9-hitter, David Moore, coming to the plate. He walked, got to third in the 3rd, and comes to the plate with the bases loaded here in the 4th. Holmes County in the 5th will send 9, 1, and 2 to the plate, as that one is wrapped foul by Moore. Zarius Goodman, J.C. Bowers, Bowden Bailey coming to the plate in the 5th for Holmes County. Pitches over the head of Moore to even the count at 1. Nobody today thus far has scored more than 2 in an inning. Holmes County put 2 on the board in the 2nd and 3rd. Rolled to first, picked up by Boyd, over to the bag to get David Moore. And for the 2nd consecutive inning, the bases are left loaded. That is 7 now stranded by Spring Hill National, but they get 2 in the 4th and go to the 5th with Holmes County leading it by a pair.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your stay in Morristown at the Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel. When checking in, be sure to show your Best Western rewards card and earn points. And make yourself at home in their spacious lobby, plenty of seating room, and a large screen TV await. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast served from 6 to 10 each day, where you can make your own waffle in the breakfast room. For your comfort, you'll find kitchenettes, suites, king and queen size beds, a dining table, a work desk, and a chair and LCD televisions in their rooms. They also have accommodations for conferences, banquets, and meetings. The Oakwood Room can accommodate up to 160 guests. The Cherokee Room is perfect for a business retreat and can accommodate up to 80 guests. Audio-visual equipment and catering are available to make your event special. Just give them a call to check rates and book one of their meeting or banquet rooms today. The Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel.
Bottom of the order begins the top of the fifth. Zarius Goodman starting things off for Holmes County. J.C. Bowers and Bowden Bailey due up in the inning 2. Spring Hill National getting on the board with a couple of runs in the bottom of the fourth. Williams and Monroe come in a 3-hit fourth inning for Spring Hill National, but they did leave 3 on. 7 now stranded through 4 innings for Spring Hill National. Soft liner hit to short. Nice pluck from the sky by Boland, denying Zarius Goodman an opportunity to get on. And there's 1 out as we go back to the top of the order for Holmes County. Just timed perfectly by Boland. And able to pluck it for out number 1. J.C. Bowers next. She has struck out and walked, scored a run as well. Swings, misses. Nothing in 1. Bowden Bailey to the on-deck circle. Got 2 baseballs on this diamond. That's compliments of the Majors field. 1 fouled off from over there to over here. But it's back to the Majors field, and we're back to the baseball here. Pitch is too tall for Bowers. And the count evens at 1. Top of inning 5. Top of the order. Monroe's pitch swung on a miss by Bowers. Shout out to J.C. Bowers. Good luck from Peyton Simmons. Good timing, Peyton. As J.C. is in the box as we speak. Let's see if that Peyton power works on Bowers as the pitch is outside. Count even 2 each. 2-2 offering too far outside. 3-2. Bottom of the inning, Spring Hill Nationals got the top of their order coming to the plate. It'll be Byron, Williams, and Boland. But Holmes County in no hurry to get to the bottom part of the 5th. Strike on the inside part of the plate. And Bowers caught looking. That is K number 3 in the game for Monroe for Spring Hill pitching. It is strikeout number 8. And there's 2 away for Bowden Bailey. Bailey with a strikeout and a single, 1 for 2 in the game. And there's another base hit. Takes the first pitch from Monroe and sends it into center field. And Bowden Bailey with the 7th Holmes County hit of the game. And the 2-out singles got Bailey on for Bryant Mathis. Mathis perfect on the day. Couple of trips to the plate, couple of base hits. Singled in the first, doubled in the third, and drove in a couple of runs with the double in the third. Meanwhile, breaking for second immediately. Bailey thrown up there, and Bailey with a stolen base now in scoring position as Holmes County tries to get back some of the runs given up in the bottom of the fourth. Bryant Nelson had a runner when he got on with a double in the third. That is popped high into the air towards left field. That's going to drop in as a base hit. A bounce, and it got into the fence. In will come Bailey, and the second Mathis double makes it a 5-2 Holmes County lead. So Holmes County getting one of the runs back given up in the bottom of the fourth. And Brian Mathis will pick up his third RBI of the game. He has been perfect on the day. Couple of doubles and a single, 3 RBIs. Cash Nelson with a swing and a miss. 0-1. Kaysen Evans to the on-deck circle. High fly ball, left field. All the way to the fence, able to reach up and try to get a mid on it was Dylan Olding. It pops out of the mid. That's going to be a base hit, no error charged. A double for Nelson, and Mathis will come in and score, and Holmes County now both of the runs back given up an inning ago. Boy, that carried. Looked like off the stick that it might have a chance to be the first to leave the park here on field 4. But about 4 feet off of the fence, Olding able to get a mid on it but couldn't bring it in. And it's back to a 4-run lead for Holmes County. And it looks like a runner coming in for Nelson. Let's see who makes his way out to the bag. That'll be Hunter Evans. So Evans running for Nelson, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. And all of the damage for Holmes County coming with 2 gone. 2 quick outs, the line out by Goodman and the strikeout by Bowers. But since then, a couple of doubles and a single, and 2 runs plating. Swing and a miss by Kaysen Evans. Here's another shot to the outfield. This one looks like it's retrievable. It is in center field. Jordan Cameron makes the catch of the Kaysen Evans fly ball. But a productive top of the 5th. Holmes County getting 2 and extending the lead once more to 4. It's a 6-2 advantage as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
She's frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
A player in the game?
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between $3,000 and $5,000. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Top of the order begins the bottom of the fifth. Eli Byron starting things off for Spring Hill National. Rhett Williams, Tate Boland due up in the inning two. Well, Spring Hill National getting their first 2 runs of the game in the bottom of the fourth, cut a 4-run lead down to 2, but then Holmes County responds and gets those 2 runs back in the top of the fifth, back to a 4-run advantage. 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Byron 0 for 2 in the game, a fly out to second and center field. Rhett Williams, Tate Boland due up in the inning as well. First pitch rolled back to Nelson. Fields over to first with a throw, and Byron out on the 1-3. 1 out for Rhett Williams. Well, you can see a line score there on your screen. The only numbers that you don't have there are the left on base. For Holmes County, they have left 5 on, and Spring Hill National thus far leaving 7 aboard. Rhett Williams with a walk and a single. He has scored a run as well. Goes after the first pitch, too. Fielded by Bowers. Goes over to first with a throw, and it is there. 6-3 goes the put out. Well, will we have one of those rarities, a 3-pitch inning? We've had 2 pitches, 2 gone, as Tate Boland comes to the plate. I don't know if I've ever done a baseball 3-pitch inning. I know I've done a softball 3-pitch inning. Well, let's see. Wrapped towards Bowers, picked up over to first with a throw, and you got one here. 3 pitches, 3 outs, a 1-3 and a pair of 6-3s, and Spring Hill National with about a 35-second bottom of the fifth. We are heading to the 6th. It's a 4-run Holmes County lead.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Your stay in Moorestown at the Best Western Plus Moorestown Conference Center Hotel. When checking in, be sure to show your Best Western rewards card and earn points. And make yourself at home in their spacious lobby, plenty of seating room, and a large screen TV await. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast served from 6 to 10 each day, where you can make your own waffle in the breakfast room. For your comfort, you'll find kitchenettes, suites, king and queen size beds, a dining table, a work desk, and a chair, and LCD televisions in their rooms. They also have accommodations for conferences, banquets, and meetings. The Oakwood Room can accommodate up to 160 guests. The Cherokee Room is perfect for a business retreat and can accommodate up to 80 guests. Audiovisual equipment and catering are available to make your event special. Just give them a call to check rates and book one of their meeting or banquet rooms today. The Best Western Plus Morristown Conference Center Hotel.
Boyd begins the top part of the 6th. It's at the second, fielded there by the second baseman Heath. And over to first goes the throw, and the last 4 at bats. 3 in the bottom of the 5th and the first in the top of the 6th have gone quickly. Boyd wrapping into the 4-3 for out number 1. Cooper Hutchins coming to the plate next. He will take the first pitch. Pop it up on the infield. Boland will make the one-handed catch. And there's 2 gone. Couple of finals for you in AAA Division II, Paxton stays alive, beating West Volusia 14-2 in 4 innings. And West Volusia eliminated. So Paxton, let's see where they head with the victory. They will be playing baseball tomorrow morning at 11:30, taking on the winner of the Avon Park Port St. Joe game. Outside of the strike zone with a toss to Russell. And in majors, Alpha knocking off Frostproof 7-zip. Frostproof is eliminated as that one is fouled away. And the original fields narrowing down here as we get into day number 3 of the state tournaments. Gage Russell with a walk and a fly out. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Swings, misses. The strikeout belongs to Monroe. And it's a 3-up, 3-down, top of the 6th. Well, we head to the bottom part of the inning, and Spring Hill National knows the task. They want at least 4. Their preference is 5. Holmes County by 4 as we go to the bottom of the inning.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Be a player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
We get the bottom of the 6th underway. Beckett Monroe leading things off. Javon Marks and Dylan Olding 2 up in the inning, 2. Monroe struck out looking and reached on an error, came in and scored a run. Big cut there. Comes up empty, and there's one away here in the bottom of the 6th. The strikeout of Monroe. 1 out. Javon Marks next. Dylan Olding moves to the on-deck circle. Shout-out says, let's go Spring Hill National. Time for a comeback. Let's go Javon Marks. Get your teammates fired up. Listening from Spring Hill, Florida, from the Zito family. Well, Zito's, again, perfect timing. Javon Marks steps in. Dylan Olding moving to the on-deck circle. Marks is 1 for 2 in the game. He is struck out and single. Pitch coming in a little bit low from Nelson. Nelson in relief of the starter Mathis back in the 4th. And has worked his way into the 6th. 1 out. Another pitch outside, 2-0. One hour, 45 minutes into this one, into the bottom part of the 6th here in Bristol. And that pitch a little bit low. Marks thinking about it, laid off of the toss. 3-0. Actually make that 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Marks. Here's the Nelson pitch. into the strike zone to run the count full. Dylan Olding next, as Spring Hill National tries to put together make that a one out rally. Got 2 outs in their Covey left. That pitch inside and walked as marks. So Spring Hill National getting a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th as Dylan Olding comes to the plate. Olding's 2 for 2 with an RBI. He singled in the 2nd, did the same in the 4th. He'll take the first pitch and foul it out of play. Nothing in 1 on Olding. Jordan Cameron to the on-deck circle. And I think we're out of baseballs. That's why Blue went over to the scorer's tent. I'm assuming it's to look for some baseballs. And here comes one onto the diamond. And it looks like here's some being retrieved and tossed in as well. So he had none. Now he's got 4. Base runner at first is Marks. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and a 4-run Holmes County lead off the end of the stick for Olding. And a couple of strikes on Dylan Olding. 0-2. Cash Nelson, the right-hander, comes set, deals for the windup. Swing and a miss, and out goes Olding. For Nelson, that's his 2nd strikeout of the inning and game. It is the 7th for Holmes County pitching, and now Spring Hill National down to their last out. Jordan Cameron, who has struck out and walked with the bases loaded, credited with an RBI back in the 4th, steps in with Marks on. It is fouled out of play by Cameron. 0-1. Coming up next here on Jock Jive, you've got at 3 o'clock Spring Hill American and Mariana. That one fouled out of play, 2 and a 2-strike count. Down to their last strike is Spring Hill National. In that Spring Hill American Mariana game, another elimination bout coming up at 3 o'clock. Just about an hour from now. Here is the 0-2 offering to Cameron. Over his head, goes to the screen. Marks will take off for 2nd and be there safely. So a base runner in scoring position for Jordan Cameron. Jaden Toth hoping for an opportunity here in the 6th. Pitch is right down the middle, and out goes Cameron. The backwards K puts an end to this one. It goes final, and Holmes County will win it by a 6-2 score. And with the victory, Holmes County moves on. With a loss, Spring Hill National will wrap up their tournament play at 1-2. 9 base hits, 5 stranded, 1 error committed by Holmes County. They will get a couple of runs in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Meanwhile, for Spring Hill National, a total of 4 base hits. They leave 8 on, did not commit an error, and got both of their runs in the 4th inning. Well, a great job by both teams. You get here, you've done something. You advance, and you get a little closer to a championship. Elimination is tough, but a great season for Spring Hill National. Thanks so much for listening to our coverage. We appreciate all the shout-outs. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook. Do the same on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You want a download of this or any game, $5. Start the process at info@jockjive.com. It is a final 6-2. Holmes County wins it. For all the folks with Dixie Youth Baseball, Robert Williamson saying so long, everybody.